everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are Toyota, and we're here to talk to you a little bit about some air pollution.
Innovation.
Air pollution innovation.
Education. Environmental.
Technology.
Kaizen, the foundation and the business philosophy that keeps Toyota moving forward. But what does it mean to move forward? And how does air pollution, education, innovative technology has anything to do with it? Today, Zach, Seper, Carlos, Maria, Julio, and yours truly, Emilia, come to you with that spirit of innovation that has identified Toyota for the last 3/4 of a century. Now, as many of you may know, we're kind of new to the area, so we're the new kids on the block. So, but that doesn't mean that we forget our mission and our vision, and that is to build a ties with a community that we now call home. So we can create an enriching society, and how do we do that? By doing what we know how to do best, which is promote innovative technology through education. Because this is the way to convey the importance of air quality in the Dallas Metroplex area. So in this presentation, we'll cover 4 topics. 1, being the problem that Dallas has with air pollution. 2, we will introduce our proposal and how we plan to use technology and education and bring them together. And 3, we will talk about those outcomes. And 4, we will talk about budget and staffing, which comes with it. And without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to my colleague, who's also a product developer, and he will talk to you more about the problem.
Thank you, Emilia. All right. So the fundamental problem in the Dallas area today is the increasing amount of carbon dioxide that is spread into the air. Carbon dioxide is known as CO2, which what we are trying to do is diminish the effect that this colorless gas has on the Dallas environment. So what we are trying to do is basically diminish air pollution in the Dallas environment by addressing basically the topic of cleaner air. What we want to do is make Dallas a more healthy place to live in, a better environment to breathe fresher air in the community. So the growth in the Dallas population is increasing and will reach 10 million in the next decade. Therefore, we are in an urgent need for clean air and sustainable energy. We need optimism towards new emerging technology and ideas. We're trying to find innovative ideas, and also we need well-informed communities in order to diminish and lower the percentage of harmful air. In 2015, Dallas was ranked number 7 in ozone pollution in the United States. And as population grows and as more fossil fuels are burned, it will continue to increase. Also, around 45% of burned fossil fuels are used for gasoline, which gasoline is one of the main sources for automobiles to release even more CO2 into the air. And that is the problem we are trying to solve. I will now pass it to I will now send it to the diversity and education analyst so she can talk about the proposal.
So by show of hands, who here has ever participated in a science fair, whether it was elementary school, middle school, or high school? That's pretty much everybody. So I actually participated, my last one, or my most memorable one, was elementary school. I was with, me and my partner did Phases of the Moon, a poster, and it was really cool. We actually even won honorable mention, so that was really, really cool. So at Toyota, we believe that big ideas are just as important as small ideas and vice versa. For that very reason, what we are going to do is our engineers from Toyota will target 5 high schools across the Metroplex, particularly juniors and seniors. What they would do is these 4 engineers will promote a science fair initiative to these students to get them involved with a science fair project in ways that we can combat air pollution here in DFW. So that's pretty much the goal. The 5 schools that we're going to target will be Skyline High School, Townview High School, Centennial High School, Turner High School, and Garland High School. And like I said, the idea is to involve the students, the juniors and the seniors of these 5 high schools, and have them come up with ways to combat the air pollution that we have here in DFW. Now I'm going to pass it over to Carlos to talk about our timeline.
All right, thank you, Maria. We appreciate it. So we're going to run the event during the whole year, starting October 2017 to October 2018. So at the beginning, we're going to the schools, talk to the board of the education, send emails to the parents and everything to let them know that the kids are going to attend the science fair in order to promote how to fight against air pollution in Dallas. And that will be the first step on October. Then December, we will go to all those 5 schools and do like an hour seminary, telling them what to bring or what's gonna be or how the seminary, how the event is going, like how it's gonna happen during the month of October 2018. And January, the registration will end with the school will let us know how many kids are coming and what project they are bringing. And October 18, the event will take place in our new venue in Plano, in Toyota Plano, our new headquarters. And that day on October, at 8 a.m. we have the opening. The school will come and the chairman of Toyota, the chamber of Dallas, of the city of Dallas, is going to talk a little bit of welcome speech. At 9:45, we are going to give a tour to the students to let them know where we produce our hydrogen and electric cars, then give them a bag of snacks. Then at 11:15, actually at 9:45, our presentation will begin, and we give enough, at least 2 hours for the team to bring to assemble the project. At 11:15, the judge will deliberate, and at 1:30 we'll be done with the event. Now I'm going to let Saber, our senior financial take of the business.
All right. Thank you, Carlos. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about our success measures. So we use success measures to evaluate a project with respect of the outcome we expect to receive in the future from our project. So to make it easier to understand, we have divided our success measures by 2 different categories: micro and macro success measures. So we're using micro success measures in order to evaluate the effectiveness of the factors that contribute to the success of our project. So for example, we're going to use the quantity of students who are going to participate in the project in order to find out how interested students are in such projects that focus on reducing and eliminating the air pollution in Dallas Metroplex area. And as we already talked about, we're going to partner up with Texas Campaign, and the reason is they're trying to achieve the same goal as we are. So we're going to be accepting donations from people who are going to attend to our event. And at the end of the event, we're going to use the total amount of budget to measure the total percentage of people who actually would think air pollution is a real serious problem for our community. And another great way to evaluate the effectiveness of the factors towards success is by providing a survey, providing our participants with a survey, which will include questions, different questions that will cover different aspects of the event, including educational aspects and entertainment aspects of that. All right, on the other hand, macro success measures tell us how much of our goal has been achieved after finishing our project. So our goal is to reduce air pollution and improve Dallas Metroplex air quality by increasing the sale of fuel-efficient electric cars. as well as providing an opportunity for students to improve their skills and knowledge towards providing a solution for the air pollution problem. So that can actually explain why we chose those items as our macro success measures. For example, we're going to see how many electric cars and fuel-efficient cars we've sold since the time we finished our project, as well as our measurement for the changes in level of in the CO2 level in the Dallas metropolitan community. So now I'm going to pass it on to Zach, our corporate financial reporting manager, who's going to talk about the budgeting and stuff across our project.
Thank you, Square. Well, our budgeting is pretty straightforward. Okay, here we go. Our Dallas, we're requesting about $15,000 from the Dallas Chamber of Commerce. Toyota, we've invested close to 400% of what we were requesting to bring our total budget to about $73,000. Our allocation is as follows. Roughly 50% of our total budget is going towards prizes and scholarships for the students at the science fair. Another 42% is going towards the staff, educational purposes, which includes handouts, event maintenance, and also educational expenses. The other 8%, the smallest portion down there, is going towards our science fair itself and also hosting at the Toyota headquarters. We will be supplying food, music, supplies, and other marketing materials at these events for students to have access to, parents, friends, whoever else wants to come along. Pretty straightforward though. Our staff and volunteers was kept to a minimum. We try to minimize as much expenses as we can here. We have roughly about 10 engineers that are going to be attending 5 local schools and seeking talent and just spreading the word about our science fair, just getting people on board. We have 4 volunteer judges from Toyota who have been in engineering, have been in the industry for probably close to a combined 80 years experience. We are requiring 10 employees from Toyota to host our event at the Toyota headquarters. So most of our staff and volunteers is, we kept the expenses to a minimum, but most of our allocation towards giving back to the students. Now back to Maria.
Thank you so much, Zach.
Really good, sorry.
So I want to, just to close out, I want to share a personal story with you guys. When I was in the 5th grade, I had this teacher. And she would always come to me and she would always give me advice and tell me, Amelia, you can do better. Amelia, you can be that person. And she instilled in me a sense of wonder that still is part of me as a grown adult. So tonight, I ask you to be just like her. Are you going to be that source of innovation, that source of encouragement to these high school students who, yes, we want them to be great professionals, but we also want them to be adults who are considerate of the environment that they live in. We want them to go out in the world and nurture it and care for it. And it all starts right at home. So ladies and gentlemen, today I encourage you to stand with us, to partner up with us, and together we can go places. So thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. And now, if any of you have questions, we'll go ahead and take those. Yes?
I was curious if the science fair is going to be for college students as well, or just for the high schoolers?
I'll actually answer that. Right now we only want it for juniors and seniors in high school, and specifically in the 5 high schools that we highlighted in the presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir?
In the event that someone comes up with a very innovative idea during this science fair, is there any plans to implement that idea, either with Toyota or?
Well, our engineering team will be evaluating all the ideas. We hope to find some real talent that we can try to fund to try to go to school with scholarship money. We realize that most high school students aren't